Have you ever looked at an ancient monument and felt like you were missing something? What if I told you that hidden in plain sight, on some of the world's most famous basalt structures, are secrets that could rewrite history? We're not talking about cryptic symbols or lost languages. We're talking about faces. Human profiles, intricately carved and concealed within the shadows that have gone unnoticed for centuries. Today, we embark on an extraordinary journey to peel back layers of time and grime. Using advanced imaging technology, we're going to expose these phantom portraits, etched into some of the hardest stone on Earth. These aren't just random pareidolia, the tendency to see faces in random patterns. The evidence we've gathered suggests these are deliberate, masterfully engineered creations. Think about the official story we've been told. The timeline of ancient Egypt, for example, is built on a specific understanding of their tools and capabilities. But what if that understanding is incomplete? What if it's fundamentally wrong? The profiles we're about to show you don't fit the conventional narrative. They display a level of artistic sophistication and technical prowess that seems out of place, out of time. Our investigation has led us down a rabbit hole, tracing these forgotten portraits not to the well-known pharaohs, but to a shadowy pre-dynastic engineering guild. A brotherhood of master craftsmen whose skills far surpassed what mainstream archaeology credits them with. Who were these people? What was their purpose in leaving these hidden signatures? Were they artists signing their work, or were they leaving a message for the future? A message that we are only now beginning to decipher. Let's start with the Great Pyramid Complex. Officially, we're told it was built with copper chisels and stone pounders. But look closer at the basalt sarcophagi found within these structures. The precision is staggering. We're talking about perfectly flat surfaces, razor-sharp internal corners, and a level of polish that modern machinery struggles to achieve. It's within these very works of impossible engineering that the first clues emerge. Using a technique called reflectance transformation imaging, or RTI, we can manipulate the light on a digital model of the artifact's surface. This allows us to see subtle indentations and carvings that are invisible to the naked eye. And what we found will shock you. Tucked away in the less examined sections of these basalt blocks, we discovered a recurring motif, a stylized human profile facing sideways. The lines are so fine, so deliberate, it's hard to believe they were made with primitive tools. This isn't an isolated case. We found similar profiles on basalt artifacts from different sites, spanning what we thought were different dynasties. Yet the style is consistent, almost like a trademark. This suggests a continuous tradition, a single school of thought passed down through generations. A secret guild operating in the background, responsible for the most challenging engineering feats of the ancient world. Now here's where it gets truly mind-bending. The level of detail in these profiles points to an understanding of optics and light that we previously thought was a much more recent discovery. The carvings are designed to be seen only from specific angles, under specific lighting conditions. They play with shadow and perception. It's almost as if they were created using a form of optical projection, a technique we associate with the Renaissance, not with pre-dynastic Egypt. Could our ancestors have possessed a lost technology? A way of harnessing light to guide their tools with microscopic precision? This idea challenges everything we know about the ancient world. It forces us to confront an uncomfortable truth, that our ancestors may have been more advanced than we are, at least in certain fields. We look at our own modern attempts to replicate these basalt boxes, and we fail. Even with diamond-tipped cutters and computer-guided lasers, we can't quite match the perfection of the originals. So how did they do it? The key, we believe, lies in these hidden portraits. They are not just art, they are a technical signature. A testament to a level of mastery that has been lost to time. By studying them, we can begin to reverse engineer their methods. The subtle curves of a nose, the angle of a chin, these aren't just artistic choices. They might be mathematical constants, clues to a lost system of measurement and design. Consider the material itself. Basalt is one of the hardest rocks on the planet. To carve it with such finesse is a monumental task. Mainstream Egyptology suggests a long, laborious process of abrasion with sand. But this doesn't explain the sharp, precise lines we see in these hidden profiles. Abrasion creates rounded edges. These are crisp. It's a contradiction that has been largely ignored until now. Our team has consulted with modern-day stonemasons, engineers, and optical experts. The consensus is unanimous. The work is unexplainable with the accepted ancient toolkit. One engineer even joked that it would be easier to believe in ancient aliens than to believe this was done with copper chisels. But we don't need to resort to extraterrestrials. The answer might be right here on Earth, locked away in the legacy of this forgotten guild. Let's explore their potential identity. These were not slaves. The skill involved is too high. These were elite craftsmen, scientists, and artists, holding a revered and secretive position in society. Their knowledge was their power. They likely operated outside the rigid confines of the royal court and the priesthood, their services commissioned for only the most sacred and important projects. They were the keepers of a sacred science, one that blended engineering, art, and perhaps even a form of consciousness. Why the secrecy? Perhaps their knowledge was considered too powerful for the uninitiated. A technology that could shape the hardest stone could also be weaponized. By embedding their signature in the shadows, they created a legacy that was both permanent and hidden, accessible only to those who knew how and where to look. It was a way of preserving their knowledge without revealing their secrets to the world. This discovery forces us to ask bigger questions. If history has overlooked a guild of master engineers, what else has it missed? How many other secrets are lying in plain sight, dismissed as decoration or erosion? We are standing at the edge of a paradigm shift in our understanding of the past. The evidence is mounting, and it points to a human history that is far richer, more complex, and more technologically advanced than we have ever imagined. The implications are profound. It means that cycles of technological advancement and decline may be a recurring theme in human history. We are not necessarily at the pinnacle of achievement. We may just be rediscovering knowledge that was common practice for a select few thousands of years ago. These stone faces are staring back at us from across the millennia, challenging our arrogance and our assumptions. They are a humbling reminder that we still have so much to learn from the so-called primitive world. This is just the beginning of our investigation. Each new profile we uncover adds another piece to the puzzle. We are building a database of these signatures, mapping their locations and analyzing their geometric properties. We hope to eventually crack the code of this ancient guild and unlock the secrets of their lost technology. This isn't just about rewriting a few chapters in a history book. This is about rediscovering a lost branch of human potential. Thank you for joining us on this incredible journey into the shadows of the past. The next time you look at an ancient artifact, look a little closer. You never know what faces might be looking back at you. If you found this as fascinating as we do, please hit the like button, subscribe to our channel, and ring that notification bell so you don't miss our next update. We've got more sites to investigate and more secrets to reveal. See you next time.